All right. Hello guys. I've been a Alchemy Stars player since July 2021. So, mm, yeah. I'd say my favorite event, should I say, one of my favorite memories was well, obviously, as I put in the memories channel, the my little brother coming up to me saying, "Oh yeah, they got this game called Alchemy Stars. It looks interesting," and I like downloaded it, turned it on, and holy shit, it was. There was that, eh, and then there was the event with Joshua, because that was the only time that I didn't skip the story and actually focused because Joshua was like the boss of like the previous event, right? So yeah. Mm, yeah. Oh, that is a very tricky question. Because I'd say I have like, uh, I can't decide between either Karen, Carlene, or Joshua, right? Maybe Barton. Oh shit. Shit. Okay. Probably Carlene because of the garter belts and sorry. Mm, all right.
Can you hear me, everyone? Oh, excellent. Blaze, first of all, nice to meet you. It's an honor for everything that we are doing right now with your team. It's truly an astonishing work that you are making this for all of us, and I cannot be more grateful for that. So, hello, everyone. My name is Leon Hunter K. That's my username. Leon, if you want to call me by short. First question, making the continuity of what you said. My favorite event, representing also Latam server. Let's go. It was Scarlet Amulet of Fire, and I'm going to tell you why. Because there's a scene in Scarlet Amulet of Fire that I was howling in laugh, especially with Vice and Navigator. If you know, you know. If this is free spoiler territory, you know how you need to steer the milk, right? You know? Yep. Everyone who knows, it was one of the funniest things I ever see in a video game. I was howling. I shared the picture, the scene with bicicleta, with a bike. That was so out of nowhere. There were going blue out of nowhere, and I was like laughing my ass off. If you excuse me, my French. Uh, my favorite character on Alchemy Stars is without a doubt. Maybe chat already knows. I know Reinhardt. I am a Reinhardt fan forever. She was like a 9.5 earthquake to my life. It was so passionate. It was so groovy. It was so badass. It was so. Take my heart already. Take my heart.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I loved Reinhardt to death. I was glad that I was able to pull on the first banner, and I was like out of nowhere. And the moment when I started to play her just to try out, and I was like, I am probably the best sniper that I ever saw. I know that Luke exists, Mythos exists, Frostfire, and in fact, I have a some sort of a chanting scream for Frostfire, like an 80s old commercial, like Frostfire. Every time that she kicks ass, it's truly, truly great. Honorable mentions to Sharona. Sharona is a great character. Philly Shy, Hiro, Frostfire, of course, for me. From the men's side, I have to go with Barton. Barton and, oh, Daniel de Schwartz. That guy is just astonishing from the beginning to end.
Right.
Wonderful character. So that's my thing with Alchemy Stars. Player since again, like you, Blaze, 2021, and yeah, this is my first EOS, proper EOS.
Yeah, same. I think, yeah, I definitely agree with your picks. I absolutely love Reinhardt. She's one of my favorite characters. Yeah, no, for me this is probably my first EOS. I mean, I don't play a whole lot of gacha games. I play them kind of just from time to time whenever one really interests me. Alchemy Stars truly just was the first gacha game to ever just really drag me in. I don't think a game just in general has ever had me feel, as emotionally attached to some of the characters, some of the story in the game as Alchemy Stars has.
Yeah.
And to see it, end even after. I mean, I feel like it was something that everybody could kind of predict would happen at some point, considering the way things were going in the past few months with the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
It was something that a lot of people definitely saw coming, but it hurts. It hurts a lot.
Yeah.
And that's part of why I'm organizing this project, because I would love for more people to be able to play this game. I would love for as many people as possible to be able to experience Alchemy Stars, experience the story,
Yeah.
and get that same experience that I had when I first started playing the game. When I had just played it kind of just on a whim, and I had, I had seen this game. I wasn't playing anything else at the time, so I wanted to try it, and it kind of changed, my expectations for like a mobile game. Like,
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, you can look at a game like Genshin Impact or Honkai Star Rail or some of the other high budget mobile games that have, these crazy graphics, these great, open worlds. But I think, while I think Genshin and Honkai, they have great storytelling, I think that Alchemy Stars was one of the games that had me just fully invested in the storyline, and you could tell there was so much care and effort that went both into the story and just into the game in general. I mean, I don't think I've ever played a more generous gacha in my life. I don't think I've played a more generous gacha. The rates were just completely great. The way to earn currency was extremely free to play friendly. You know, I mean, I spent money on this game not because I wanted, you know, not because I wanted a specific character or anything, or because I wanted, you know, anything, or I wanted any pulls, but honestly, just because I felt like I wanted to support the game. I really wanted to support the game, especially in these last few months. I spent some money because I wanted to support the game. I wanted to keep it. Even if it was just a little bit of money, I wanted to help keep the game going because, I mean, this game, it helped me through some tough times. I'm sure it helped a lot of other people through some tough times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no.
And you know, it's pretty generous because well, I don't want to compare games for the sake of comparing. I truly liked about Alchemy Stars the variability and all the amalgam of things that they had. They had a lot of world. They had a lot of characters. Every single character is unique, and that's a truly hard task. And I compare it with, if I have to compare it, a fair comparison, Arknights, because Arknights has the great world point of view. You go everywhere, anywhere, and Alchemy Stars gave you that. You go everywhere, anywhere, you know everything, and everyone manage to be your friend, even with some quirks or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's what I liked about about these games. And I am aware about the system, about the pulling system of gacha. I think it was pretty generous on the fact that you can pull some 10 characters pretty easy. Something that it is not like that in Arknights. I love that game, I know, but we have to say the things by its name, of course. So that's why I try to say, if I had to put the rate on having good characters or great characters, regardless if they are 6, 5, 4 star, you can complete those characters if you have the constants, you manage to be on the game every day. So yeah, that's something that I like pretty much.
Yeah, no, that's completely fair. And yeah, so it's it's just a shame to see this game go. It was a game that I think this game in general, more than any other gacha really that I've ever seen, this game tried the most different stuff. Like there was always something that it tried different. There was always different gameplay types, different characters that were always unique and had a lot of variety. Yeah. And, you know, as much as people don't really like the Cloud Gardens, I think having that kind of variety, I think stuff like that was something that was really just, it's something that you don't really see from many other gacha games. I mean, the Colossus, the Cloud Gardens, I mean, you wouldn't see that really in any other gacha game of a similar scale to Alchemy Stars. It tried so many new things, and I feel if Cloud Gardens was a little bit smaller in storage size, I feel like a lot more people would, for one, like it, and I think it would be a really fun thing to just kind of mess around with. I didn't really do too much with Cloud Gardens. I kind of regret that. I wish I did a little more with Cloud Gardens, and
yeah, indeed.
Hopefully with modding we can possibly end up restoring Cloud Gardens.
Everything is possible, Blaze, because I am aware that we are, you and your team are working with a certain amount of people, and I'm grateful for that. I am the kind of guy that, hey, I'm going to wait if it's necessary, 1 year, 2 years, maybe it's a lot of time for us. But I truly trust that a work well done is loved work in the end
Right.
of the day. So yeah, that's why I'm not in the path of is the mod going tomorrow? No, things things need to be cooked. So I'm truly grateful for that. And oh, and I didn't mention Carlene in this call, this whole time. Oh, Carlene, what a great character! What a great personality! What a oh, Jesus Christ! It's just
I think
excellent,
everybody
excellent character.
this server's icon should be changed to Carlene. I think we have a lot of Carlene likers in here. I think
Yeah.
I mean I also I do really enjoy Carlene. I think
Yeah.
she and Vice are my two favorite characters. Uh I think outside of them, if I was to pick like a favorite character, uh oh
Hey, Carlene
man.
was my previous favorite character until Reinhardt just appeared and took my heart
Oh yeah.
and make it do, I don't know, 30 rounds around the Colossus. So yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, Grondru is a great character. It's a pretty great character, personality, like the gamer vibes, but is funny. It's great. We have to give a credit when credit is due. And before I forget what I want to say, an honorable mention about the last event of Longshu. That was a great event.
Oh
Maybe
yeah.
it's all like, oh, it's the end of the world, and just with EOS. And Gyu is a great character on the last run. And yeah, about I saw a commentary about Schumer. I never ever had a character that I loved to hate like Schumer.
Oh
What
yeah.
an astonishing character! What a great heel! What in the wrestling industry we called heels. What a great heel! What a great villain! It's astonishing with the mentality of, no, I am right, so I am going to destroy all of you. It's it's magnificent.
I do
Everyone
really
who
like
played
Shimmer.
that, yeah,
She a very compelling villain. I would say that a lot of the villains in Alchemy Stars were very compelling. All right.
yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
let's
We
see.
have another person. We have 3C that showed the hand, and I hope I didn't take a lot of time,
Oh
but
no. Don't worry
truly,
about it.
it's an honor. So,
Yeah, thank
Blaze,
you.
keep your good work. It's an astonishing thing that you are making, and see you around. I hope these moments can be something to be part of.
Yeah, of course. And thank you for coming on and thank you for talking. I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah, and thank you all to everyone who's here. Passion for this game exists, is real, and as long as we don't lose that passion, you know, everything is possible. So I'm honored to have everyone in chat here, and let's enjoy this call, this massive campfire that we are making.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. All right. Here we go. All right. So we're going to bring 3Z on now. If they will join, I'm not sure. There we go. Hey, what's
Hello?
up?
Hello, man. All right. To start things off, Blaze, I do think you should change the icon to Carlene, because Carlene's #1 character, my queen forever and forever so forward. But in all seriousness, thank you, Blaze, and to everyone who's helping preserve this game. Thank you for everything you're doing. I'm trying. Okay, I'm interested in the whole modding thing. I have no idea how it'll work or what to do, but I'm interested in learning so I could help keep this game alive or do what I can to help out around here. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The modding stuff right now, the place we're at is a lot of just experimentation. It's a lot of us kind of throwing stuff at the wall, seeing what sticks, seeing what works out. I would say if any of you, if you or if anybody in the audience right now want to see what's happening with modding, want to get involved with modding, check out the modding channels they're pretty frequently active as of lately. We're trying some stuff with the DMM client right now, and it's we're getting somewhere interesting. That's what I'll say right now. Is we're getting somewhere interesting where we've found some stuff, and we're looking towards piecing everything together. But yeah, so just to start things off, what are like some memories you have with this game?
All right. I noticed we were talking about like special events that stuck with us, but rather than events, I feel like just the game itself, the whole story resonated with me. Cause, okay, to start off my journey in like early 2020s when I was getting bombarded with ads for this random game I had no clue about and I decided to try. I was introduced to Alchemy Stars. So and it was a whole new world for me because I'm pretty sure Alchemy Stars, along with maybe like Genshin Impact at that time during COVID isolation, was like one of the first few gacha games I actually started playing ever. So, and I kind of blame Alchemy Stars because it kind of set my bar so high because of how good it is.
Right. Yeah, no,
Because
I understand that.
everything resonates with me. The whole world that this the whole world that was created, the world building, all the characters we got to meet and see how they evolve, especially like Carlene, Vice, their experiences changed forever. Like after they met the Navigator, and so with Navigator, his whole life changed after being found,
Right.
and seeing how they all got to develop as like people, actual living breathing people, especially like with like the extra features like the terminal and say like the skin cutscenes, the extra skin cutscenes, it really brought more life to every single character, and I just love that about Alchemy Stars. It really stuck with me.
Oh yeah, no, I totally understand that. It's kind of like that effect where specific games. I know this game I'm about to mention is one that might be the bane of a few people's existence here. But I think a game kind of like Persona, where you get really attached to these characters, you start to develop like a pseudo friendship with these characters, and you get to understand them better. The attachment that you get to characters, I mean, it makes them feel, very, very real. It makes them feel, like actual, friends and stuff. And I think just the writing in the game is it really is just like it's different. It's so different from every other gacha game, where
Yeah.
it just feels very personal. A lot of the stuff in it just feels very personal, and I think the one thing that I really like that it does, and I don't think I've really seen any other gacha game do this, maybe besides Honkai Star Rail and Zenless Zone Zero really do, is with the
Yeah.
Navigator having a personality, like a really defined personality, but also having a little bit of like you being able to make your own choices. I think that was one of the things that I loved most about Alchemy Stars was the fact that Navigator had a character. He was not just, he wasn't just you. Like, he's not just you. He is in a lot of ways his own character. And
Yeah.
I love that because I think he is my, like, if I was to pick a character that I love the most, I would say it's Navigator, because he's a guy who's funny. He he gets into a lot of very fun situations. He has um a lot of just a lot of life to him that you don't really see in a lot of other gacha games. I mean, I can't name another gacha game other than, I don't know, Zenless Zone Zero, really, that has a truly interesting protagonist that, you can kind of like relate to.
Yeah, 100%. Navigator is really a special character, getting to see him evolve while also kind of impacting the choices, because
Oh
for
yeah.
half his life he was under a rock. He didn't know like anyone, any being outside of Soros. And then you get to just see him make friendships all across the world, and how he always just fights for everybody that he calls his friend. You
Right.
clearly can see how he has changed throughout the story, and it's just like amazing.
Yeah.
And the people who was affected by Navigator too, you get to clearly see how they've evolved over time.
Oh yeah. No, I mean he's known throughout the entirety of the world. Uh everybody who meets him just immediately basically becomes his friend, usually against his will, and I love that. I love everything just to do with him as a character. I think he's just one of my favorite characters, kind of just in general. I think he's just a really well written character, and I think any scenario that the writing team really put him in, he somehow just like kind of manages to fit in, and I really like that. I don't think there was really an event or a story where Navigator just didn't fit in. I think he was kind of the perfect main character, and I mean, I can't. I like he really is just like a great main character.
Yeah, man. Seeing how everything is ending in a bit, I really have a lot of regrets that I've had a lot of on and off time periods with this game, more
Oh
off than on,
yeah.
because I would just grind it to hell, and then I would just leave it for the next couple of months, or maybe even a. I don't even know if I left it all alone for a year, but I missed out on so many extra events. Especially like Carlene turning into Smoldering Soul. I just saw her pop out of nowhere with her new form, and I was like, oh, but I didn't know. I thought, I when I didn't know, what I didn't know is that she evolved like during an extra event story. I thought she was gonna evolve in the main story like Vice and Barton did, but when I didn't
Right.
see that, I was a bit confused. But seeing how I can't revisit or do that event or do any others at that part, I really regret it.
And hopefully we get to restore some of that stuff one day. Um,
Oh yeah.
that's gonna be something. Uh, once we can kind of figure stuff out, one of the big things I want to do is try to restore events, because if I have to go my whole life without ever seeing the summer event again, I'm gonna be very sad. And also without seeing the the terribly cringeworthy haunted house event. That was that event was certainly something special, and I think if you know what I'm talking about, you'll know just what I mean when I say it's terribly cringeworthy. I'm not calling it a bad event. I'm saying it's up there with the events.
Yeah, I wanna do my best to maybe help out around restore anything possible. Because okay, real quick question about the modding again. Does it like use a certain type of like platform like Java, C++? Because I have been learning Java over the past few months.
Right now, a lot of what we've been looking into is Lua.
Uh,
And that is something that I'm very weak on. So, it I'm not 100% sure. A lot of this is going to be very experimental. We're gonna throw things at the wall and see what sticks.
I see. I see.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
man.
All
Well,
right. Are there any?
again, thank you for everything you have done and everything that everyone else is doing to keep this game alive. I hope that we could bring it back one day.
Yep. That is the plan. That is the plan. All
All
right.
right.
Alrighty. Thank you very much.
No, thank you.
Of course. All right. Okay. So we have one more person who wants to talk. Beforehand, I saw a few things in chat that I wanted to talk about. First things first. In the announcements channel, there is a bunch of little challenges that we can do before the game ends. We have about 30-ish, less than 30 minutes to complete those. So, what I'll say is, if you want to do one of these, go ahead and I would say since I guess for some reason there is no screen share on Discord stage, record gameplay footage of you completing one of these challenges, and I guess I don't know. We'll just have you put them under memories. If you want to complete one of those challenges, if you just put that under memories, I'll pick a bunch of people. It's not gonna be a main focus right now, though. So one of the other things that I saw was something to do with modding and it's how legal it is. That's something I'm gonna have to talk to a few people a little more about. I am not 100% sure, but we will keep going with it, and if we get told to stop, we'll stop. But I think for right now, like I've said, we're just gonna throw stuff at the wall. We're gonna see what sticks. All right. With that out of the way, let's bring the other person on. Kawi Kuwuma. I think I might pronounce that wrong. All right. There we go.
Hello?
Hi. All right. Yeah. So, first things first. Do you have any questions, stuff that you would like to ask, or just stuff you'd like to say to the audience?
No questions. Oh, except for one thing. I don't support the changing to. I don't support changing the profile picture unless it's to fluorine.
That's fair enough. I also really like Fluorine. I really do like Fluorine. She is one of my favorite characters. I can't lie about that. Oh. You know what? We're gonna do, how about this? I know I said earlier I would do the first poll here. So, how about right here? Let's do it. Let's do the first poll right here, right now. All right, oh my god, I'm getting spammed with so many notifications that I literally can't even click the poll button. There we go. Here we go. Okay. New server icon. And we're gonna have two options. Actually, let's have three. We're gonna have Carlene, we're gonna have Fluorine, and we're gonna have people vote to keep it as the one it currently is. All right, and we're gonna set this a deadline of an hour. All right, so everybody, you can. I'm gonna make a little pings poll here. This is gonna be the first one. That is going to be the new icon. If you want to do either Carlene, Florine, or keep it the one it currently is, my vote is gonna be casted for Florine. I love Florine actually. As much as everybody here is a Carlene fan, I am a little more of a Florine fan than a Carlene fan. All right, so we're getting down to the last couple minutes here. So I want to ask you, do you have any favorite memories from Alchemy Stars?
So hard because I was never really a story player. I was really into the combat.
Okay, that's fair.
But I think. mm, hmm.
That's fair. Um, did you ever pay attention to any of the events?
I tried, but I'm. Oh, actually, there is one memory. It's not really a story thing, but it's that one Shimmer boss fight that makes you grab a whole bunch of converters and so you don't die.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. I do know what you're talking about. I do remember that. It was like the life support thing. I remember that. Um, those I don't remember if I liked those or not. I would have to go back and play something like that to remember if I liked it. But I do remember that. Um, I do remember those. I don't know what's the opinion on those.
Yeah. For me, it only like ranks slightly above the with I know it's a Frostfire level that I really hate and I haven't done yet.
Yeah. So yeah.
Six.
Okay. I'll have to check that out once the whole story opens up again. I definitely do remember something like that um around that stage.
Yeah, it was bad. Well, it was annoying, but I don't know if it was directly bad design.
I would have to say there was this one level. I remember it from one of the early parts of the game. And I think I talked about this a little while ago. It was this one level. It was I think I don't remember if it was the final boss of part 1, but I remember it being one of those final few chapters, one of the final bosses of those levels. That boss caused me so much pain and suffering because of the turn limits and because I didn't have a converter on my team. I think it was actually one of the 8 levels. I think it was 814. I'm pretty sure it was 814. That boss killed me so many times, and it required you to have a converter. If you didn't have a converter, you were dead. You were so dead if you did not have a converter. That was one of the I'll say it's one of the worst memories of this game, in kind of a more of a ironic sort of sense, that it was very difficult. It was a very difficult stage. Um, let's see.
I think ironically, one of my better memories was sometime around EOS when I guess the Alchemy Stars team noticed that a couple of Zenless characters looked familiar.
Oh, right. I was actually doing some research into this just yesterday because I I had saw like kind of a little graphic going around comparing Sinza to
Yeah,
one
yeah,
of the
yeah.
characters.
Yeah.
And then there was the thing of oh, who was it? The it was like an in-game mail thing where they made a joke about about Zenless coming out and having a bunch of similar characters.
Yeah. At first I kind of just thought it was really funny, but I'm actually a little happy it happened.
Right. That's fair.
It lives
Okay.
on in
Yeah.
someone's mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Um okay, so I'm gonna probably bring about 1 to 2 more people on. So before I have you go, I know you wanted to change the icon to Florian, but do you have another favorite character maybe that you would
Well,
like?
well, of course, Florian's my favorite, but I also really I think uh AC or what how do you say that? Anyway, she was the
Oh
first
yeah.
character I saw, and then I also really like Maggie.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. I think
Oh,
those are
ooh,
two good
and
characters.
and the Batgirl. She's just really cute.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Well, I'm gonna bring some other people on. So thank you for coming on. I appreciate it a lot. Yeah. All right. All right. I'm gonna bring you back to the audience, and then let's see. Oh, there's 5 people who are asking to speak. I'm gonna bring on Naldos. Hello.
Hello, my friend. Thank you for having me.
Hi. All
Hello.
right. So, what is some of your best memories with Alchemy Stars?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I skimmed most of the story because there was a lot of reading,
Fair
and I
enough.
didn't play too many events. It's like someone else here said, I believe 3Z. I played a lot of on and off action, you know. So,
Okay. Yeah,
but
that's
what I really
fair.
wanted to talk about was I noticed we've been talking a lot about the story and the characters and whatnot, but I'd like to talk about the gameplay a little bit. I think Alchemy Stars is a game that stimulates you in a way, you know, your brain in a way that you don't really get from a whole lot of other games. And I love that. I love being too strong and like seeing the best way to like sweep a stage. I like being too weak and being like, oh man, all I need to do is play a little bit better and I can get him anyway, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
Square Game. I'm a huge fan.
Oh, that's fair enough. That is fair enough. I think Alchemy Stars was one of the first gacha games that I saw that had like a really like a unique combat style to it. I think there just isn't another game that kind of does anything really similar to it.
I agree.
And like I talked with the other person earlier, I think Alchemy of Stars is the one gacha game I've seen that has I just don't, I don't think there's any like repeat characters in the sense that I think most of them are very just innovative in their gameplay. There is power creeping and such in some ways, but I think that Alchemy Stars is one game where every single character, mostly every single character, has a specific gimmick to it and has a
Mhm.
specific way that you can play them and chain them with other characters, and it makes a lot of really unique stuff, and I absolutely adore that about this game.
I agree completely. The characters I feel are so unique that it makes, in a way, I've never seen any other game do it. I feel like there are a lot of characters which would be like very weak in certain circumstances, but like completely broken in other ones. And I think it was
Right.
very fun exploring that, seeing who goes well with who, you know, and in what circumstances.
Oh yeah. No, I think with all of the characters being set to max level, it's going to spark a lot of really interesting stuff for me especially cuz I think one of the things that kind of held me down a lot with Alchemy Stars is if you want to level up, you know, your characters, oh, the grind is really crazy, but it is really worth it in the end, once you build out a bunch of characters, it's really fun. It's really just a fun game that you can you can mess around a lot with. Um, yeah. No, I think it is a very unique game in that sense, and I don't think that there's gonna be a game for a long time that kind of replicates, that like really customizable style, because I think this is the one game where it's very customizable. You can do so much with this game. Um, there's so many features, so many ways to improve your characters, and play through. There's a bunch of modes to play through, and obviously they're all going away now. But we'll
Right.
there was a lot of just very fun stuff to mess around with.
I agree completely. I can't wait for another thing like this to come out.
Oh yeah,
The modding scene. I wish you guys the best of luck in that because I would love to keep playing this in any form it's available.
oh yeah, of course, of course.
Also, I just didn't want to take up too much time. I know we have a few people who'd like to speak. I
Oh
just wanted
yeah.
to say that I love Carlene, but Iridon is my goat. Iridon is my hero. And I love her. And I love justice.
Fair
And I
enough.
felt like I would regret it for a while if I, for maybe the rest of my life, if I didn't say anything.
Well,
So,
you've
thank you.
you've made your mark. You've made your mark on Alchemy Stars history, so the people will never forget that you love Iridon. So think,
Forever.
yeah, exactly. All right. Well, thank you for coming up and talking. I appreciate that a lot.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, of course. Alrighty. We're gonna bring. I think we have time to bring at least one more person up. We're gonna bring we're gonna bring out somebody with a Carlene profile picture, and I wonder what their favorite character is gonna be. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Well, unsurprisingly, one of my favorite characters is Carlene.
I guessed as much.
No one saw this coming. But also, there's a fair note about other characters and the game as a whole, because what a game it would be if there was just the Carlene icon when
Right.
we came in.
Yeah.
My memories with this game are maybe tied and enhanced with memories of my friend who brought me in this game as in some others,
Yeah.
and left while I was still hooked into it.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah. So do you have like some like favorite like events, favorite, moments?
yeah, favorite moments when I went returned to Alchemy Stars. I was in hospital after a long skip, and I wanted to know about Carolina, and so there was a message in Reddit with picture of event with Carlene and her family, and I hoped to watch to play a rerun of it event. I didn't, but it was my favorite event, even though I didn't play it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, hopefully we'll get to restore that so you can play it one day. I mean, I've kind of had a similar situation. It was a rough moment in my life that I was going through, where I had a lot of stress bearing down on me. There was just some really tough times that I was kind of going through, and the game that picked me up basically at that time was Alchemy Stars, and it was the haunted house event. It wasn't anything life changing, but I think that event was silly and goofy enough, where I think it kind of picked me up a lot. And then one of the events that followed that, I think it was a like a judge themed one. I think it was Confess Before the Gavel Strikes. That event made me really sad. And I think that was one of the events that kind of did actually, like, it picked me up. Like, it was one of those events that it was one of those stories that you kind of see in a game, and it kind of makes you think about stuff, and it makes you, you know, contemplate things for a little bit. And I think that event was one of my favorites, just because it helped me out in a really tough time.
Yes, it's important how we feel because, for example, someone says he likes Caroline not only because her design, but because he feels justice. And I, for a long time, actually didn't accept many heroes I met of justice. But with Caroline Alchemy Stars, there was some sincerity that finally melted my heart. That I didn't stop viewing the world even in real life. Those I don't know this word in English. Cynical maybe.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Yeah. All right. Well, let's
And of
see.
course, it was
Yeah.
also you and this message, not you, all the people, maybe you, that said that there is hope for maybe some restoring of the game, some US. It was when I saw on Reddit that those messages, some even smaller game managed to do it. So maybe we will manage to do something too.
Yeah, of course. And yeah, I appreciate the support from you and from everybody else. And we we will do our best to try and bring everything back, and you know, keep everything going, keep the game going on. Yeah. Uh Okay, so do you have any final remarks?
Well, I don't, but I just thank you because I hesitated to take the words because it's so important that the last few days and maybe more I couldn't even touch the Alchemy Stars because no, it I made too worry about it, so maybe procrastinated like before some challenge of the life.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Thank you all.
of course. Yeah, of course. All right.
I'm grateful you exist, every one of you.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. All right. Okay. Thank you. All right. We're gonna bring it to the audience. So there is 2 minutes left. Unfortunately, there isn't really a way for me to put music in here. Wait, actually, hold on. Here. Can I put the music bot in here? What is this? What is this? This is not Windless Star C. Hold on. No, no. Okay, hold on. Okay, there we go. All right, we're gonna turn this up. In the last minute, we're just gonna let it play. White Knight up high. The game is now officially offline. And that's it. Everybody, if you refresh your apps, Alchemy Stars is officially closed, and it will now ask you for a QR code. If you do not have a QR code, you can go ahead and check in the QR code chat, and there will be a QR code with all of the characters, all of the skins. If you check right now, everything is unlocked. You can play all of the story from start to finish. If you want to go through here, you can check out all of the CG, all of the story from start to finish, CG from all of the extra chapters, and a lot of the outfits CG as well. Everybody, thank you for sticking with us, and for being here tonight with the closing of the game. I'd like to kind of just say thank you for everybody who spoke tonight. Oh yeah, also yes, I do have a bunch of the pings here. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about that. Let me it's not. I'm not gonna be here for much longer, but let me just turn off my notifications for a second here. So I want to thank everybody for coming out and for joining the server, for supporting the archiving and modding. This won't be the end of either of those things. We're going to be working on it daily. You can check out both the archive and modding chats. They will have a lot of stuff going on, and I'm very happy for all of the support that I've gotten and all of the support we've gotten. So I'm glad that there's a lot of people who love Alchemy Stars just like me. So with that, we can have a little party in Voice One, a little send off party and an after party, if you'd all like. I know there's 96 of you. That's a lot. But yeah, thank you all. I appreciate it. And with that, White Knight up high, and well, see y'all eventually. All right. It's been an honor to play this game with you all. And so here we go. This is kind of, I will say this is just as long as stuff goes as planned, this will just be the beginning. Thank you all and have a good night.